Hello, welcome to my channel, AquaStarGoddess. If you are new here, definitely subscribe, hit the bell so you can get notifications each and every time I upload new videos. Smash the like button and certainly find all of my other platforms and follow me on those as well. You know, in today's current climate, which is crazy, boy, today's time, in the day and time that we are currently experiencing, okay? Our current experience is so many things, and it's like, wow, okay? Presently, at this exact moment right now, I just finished with like a bout of road rage, just like a little tiny bit, where somebody was trying to just, when people do certain things that just kind of annoy you, and you just like, let me show you how stupid you are right now. Like, let me just show you the stupidity of yourself, okay? So anyway, but that has nothing to do with what the real vent is about. Really, I just want to vent because I'm feeling a little frustrated right now. And it's just like, listen, as a woman, okay, and I'm speaking for myself, I'm not speaking for nobody else. Okay, I'm speaking for me and who I am and what I want and what I try to do in my life as a woman. But as a woman, I take on the obligation and the responsibility to look for, initiate anything that is going to benefit not only myself, but my family. And regardless to whether or not my current marital situation is where it is peaches and butterflies, or it's in the fucking dumps. It does not matter. Gino and I have been married for 20 fucking years, so he's my fucking family, right? Like, he's my family regardless. We fucking divorced. We fucking on the verge of divorce right now. We separated right now. Every day he comes around or whatever, he get mad about something I done did because it's not exactly what he feel like I should be doing. And it'd be simple shit. It'd be real simple shit, like oh, I just want to go to sleep, so can you leave now? You know what I mean? Like, real simple shit. Like, simple shit. Nothing I did wrong. Nothing I'm out here. I'm not in these streets. I'm not doing nothing for real, but just trying to go to sleep because I'm a sleepy girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch needs some rest. Okay? And so, he wants to get mad at me and simple shit like that. And that's fine. It has to be like that right now. But regardless to whether or not he and I are in like a state where we're going to be married and working things out and blah blah blah, he is still my family because we have had that rapport for the last 20 years, right? So when I am trying to work things out, for myself, I also consider my family. I just come up with, literally, I go through stages in life where I learn some new information or something that could be really beneficial, you know what I'm saying, for the family structure, for the business, for growth, for improvement, for a better quality of life, whatever the fuck. And as soon as I find out some new information, oftentimes I'm like, okay, I want to see how this is going to go and how this is going to work. My fucking frustration, and I'm sure that my frustration is the same frustration that women across the board are dealing with. Okay, so to some, I'm only speaking for myself, for real, but actually the things that I'm expressing, I'm sure that there are other women that can vouch they feel the same way. Okay, so although I am not vouching, or I am not claiming to speak for other women, I am only claiming to speak for myself. But I know that there are other people, or the women out there who can identify with what I'm about to kind of discuss. Bear with me a second. Let me get my ass on the inside in here. Get some light in this motherfucker and, sit myself down and calm my goddamn nerves. Because, girl, you get to a point, right, where you're looking for strategies in life, You're looking for strategies to improve your quality of life. You're looking for strategies to, have better success in the endeavors that you have and that you work on. And this is a constant thing. This is not just, when you have a life change or when you get a divorce or when you get married. This is all the time. You're going through different various times and periods in your life where you are looking for strategies to run life more efficiently, to have, you know, better quality of experiences or whatever the fuck, right? Looking for new strategies and better strategies is kind of like how you, it's a natural process in life, right? It's a natural process in life to look for strategies to be more efficient, more effective, stuff like that. The thing about it is when you have a partner, and I'm not even talking about this romantic, even a business partner, okay? A friendship, a roommate. Let's say you have a partner, right? And you guys have to make certain decisions together. They could be financial decisions. They could be just, you know, things just to make your lives run more effectively and more efficiently. It is frustrating when you find yourself coming across information, details, or whatever it is that you need to do to improve that quality of life, and when your counterpart is not on game with you, when you know, okay, this right here is what we need to do. It is absolutely one of the most frustrating things when your partner does not have, and I guess, okay, so I guess you can't like be mad that somebody's not as enthusiastic about something as you, but I am, okay? I am, bitch, because hey, hold on. You know, the statement that, you know, the creator gives the vision to you, not everybody else, is so true. And I've learned this so many times, and I've dealt with this and experienced this so many times that I understand it so fully. That don't mean that sometimes I still don't get irritated, okay? Sometimes I still get very fucking irritated because it's like, you know, you find strategies or you find details or information that could really improve, you know, the quality of living experiences for everybody. And you need that motherfucker to just be like on board so that you guys can get to business. Listen, it's about getting straight to the fucking business for me. Why do we need to wait and pussyfoot and kick the tires? I'm not kicking no fucking tires. When it comes to this motherfucking life, I want shit to be gravy. Shit working out. Soon as we get this idea, let's move on it, right? Because success likes speed, 1. And 2, why are we waiting? Why are we waiting? Why are we wasting time? Why are we doing that? I'm just frustrated, and I think that's just it. And I need to not be frustrated because at the end of the day, it's not like I'm not aware of the nature of the game. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm not aware of the nature of the situation. So, you know, it's kind of misplaced anger. Not really misplaced, but just kind of like, it's kind of just pointless, and I get it, I know, but sometimes you're just frustrated, okay? And you're fucking frustrated, and you're gonna be frustrated until you decide, okay, I don't need to be frustrated anymore. So right now, I'm just fucking frustrated, okay? And it's okay for me to fucking be frustrated, because I am. Just fucking frustrated, okay? I'm just gonna go forward, move forward with what I gotta do, and I think it's just probably necessary for me to recognize again, and I've recognized this once before. It's not the first time. I've recognized this before, that oftentimes when I come with something, I just got to move on it and do what I got to do and make these moves for myself. You know what I mean? And other motherfuckers, they're going to have to pay for a class later. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point, that's where it be. Like, it's just like that. You know what I mean? Like you just have to pay for a class down the line when you're ready to get some information and knowledge, because I take my time, energy to learn things and to learn things that I feel, you know, could be beneficial and that can improve, you know, my experience in any way. And I take the time to practice those strategies, et cetera, et cetera. And like I said, sometimes other people are not really that invested in those things as you are. And it has to be okay, actually, right? Like it has to be okay that it's okay, because why? Everybody gets to make their own decision on how they want to move forward in their life. Everybody gets to make their own decision on how they want to spend their time, you know, and that has to be okay. Doesn't make it any less frustrating though. So I think I'm just irritated and frustrated with that, and you know, that's it. So it's been a long time since I've been on this channel. I've been in them TikTok streets just about every day. But haven't been in these YouTube streets in a little bit. So hopefully everybody is doing well. Shit, I don't even know if there's any comments on this video. I think that a lot of women may understand this. Like, it's like you have this concept or this idea or something that you know would be beneficial, and the partner that you are with or the person that you're with just does not, they're not just not picking it up, right? Like, it's not translating. And it's just very frustrating, because it's just like, the thing about it is that even if I come up with ideas that just simply don't work, that's one thing. But I don't. All of my ideas work. All of them. All of them. Literally, they all work. So I think it's just frustrating, you know, dealing with that type of thing. And I feel like there's a lot of women that may have those type of experiences, because I'm just going based on what I hear across the board, you know. Because it's like that is energy. You know, you are using and consuming your energy during the times where you are looking for information and knowledge, looking for strategies, looking for ways to improve the quality of life. And everybody that's attached to you will also benefit from that improvement. So if everybody is going to benefit from that improvement, why then are these people not responsive to that, right? But at the same time, you know, life is life, and everybody's life is going for them just like your life is going for you. So maybe people are just caught up with life, and I get that. And that's kind of, that's understandable. You know, it doesn't make it any less frustrating though. Seriously. Oh no, what did I do? Go back. Let me go back. Okay, good. So yeah, so I guess I'm just, you know, kind of feeling like that and dealing with that part. And that's pretty much it, honestly. That's pretty much all it was just a little off the top frustration of knowing that, you know, I think that sometimes people just, they can't understand the vision. Maybe because you didn't explain it enough, you know, maybe I need to break it down a little more. Maybe I need to get some PDF files and, you know, make some presentations and shit like that. But sometimes it's just like, I guess you feel like sometimes like you've spoken enough about something, or you've done enough like researching, you've done enough breaking down or talking about this in different conversations, that sometimes you just feel like, okay, like, aren't you up on game? Like, come on. So I get it. I'm just frustrated right now. I think, you know, due to some past patterns that I've noticed. And when those past patterns come to present day, it just really irks me, I think. And so I think that's pretty much what I'm dealing with right now. So, hey, Jeff, I'm doing okay. How about you? So anyway, you know, that's just the frustration of the moment. I guess I just needed to kind of say or talk about it or let it out, because it was really bothering me for a second there. And literally when I say for a second, I mean like 5 minutes. So, you know, it was a 5-minute upset that, you know, it's done now. It's dissipated. You think you're good, or you know you're good. Okay. And why do you think as opposed to no? What is causing you to question or doubt whether you're good or not? Okay, let's see if we can get this image to work. Anyway, how have you been? You said good, I think. All right, let's get this done. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. Are you getting surgery or did you already have surgery or what's going on with that? That's not gonna work. Whew. It's not what I'm looking to do. How do I change the... Oh, let's do this. Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's go back and let's... Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a lot to deal with. I think I feel like I do a lot in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I talk to you guys and I tell you guys like what I actually do, it sometimes sounds like you don't do shit, but not really. I actually do quite a lot in life. I just do it on my own time and it's not on like the man-made schedule. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not on the man-made schedule. So it seems like, you know, I'm not doing as much as I know that I'm doing. You know, I was talking to Gino the other day and he goes, oh my God, he's like, he said, I just was taking the kids. He said the kids had to be ripping and running and doing all this and that, right? And he's talking about he took the kids here and there and blah, 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 right? And he's like, oh, he's like, after that, I couldn't do anything else. It's like my day was over. And I was like, mm-hmm. And so I just kind of like didn't say anything, but it's like I be doing that and then still be going to do extra stuff. You know, like as a woman, we do a fucking lot. So it starts to really irk me when I hear these conversations from these men, and then, you know, this would be the same men to be like, not to say that Gino's doing this or nothing, because Gino's never been like the type of guy that like will like, well, he's just not like these red pill guys. Like, you know, he's not like that. But you know, some of these guys, I hear them doing this whole conversation about the, you know, oh, it has to be the 50-50. But then when you look at their 50 and your 50, it's never 50-50. It's definitely always, you know, 80-20, 20 being the guy, 80 being the woman, or, you know, 30-70 where the woman is doing 70% and the guy is doing 30%. Is never actually 50-50, right? So, you know, it's just interesting to hear these conversations go on, and it, you know, it's just, it's constantly a battle of, it sounds like I'm not going to get appreciated in relationships. So it sounds like I should just not be in relationships, right? Like as a woman, it sounds like I don't actually have a need for that thing, because at the end of the day, I'm still going to be overworked and underpaid. You know what I'm saying? So it just gets to that point where you start thinking like that. So, whew. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, the current environment of society in general is really giving you a run for your money every day. Like, it's like every day it's just like, ooh, child, there's so much going on. Yeah, I just, you know, you have your day-to-day frustrations, and I'm not saying that there are not men that aren't correcting some of their views and things like that, but and that women are only correct. That's not what I'm saying at all, because I've seen some women do some stuff or say some stuff that I'd be like, girl, now sis, we need to have a conversation here. Let me sit down with you, right? I think it goes both ways. I think it goes both ways, that both men and women are often having unrealistic expectations of each other, and then wondering why, you know, the other party is just not interested. It's just both ways. It's like, sheesh, it's looking like we got an issue here with both y'all. Yeah. You know, I'm just dealing with kind of like right now, just kind of, I just had that initial frustration, because it's like, fuck. Like, I am constantly looking for ways to improve the quality of life, to improve, not just for myself. That's the thing. It's like, it's not just for myself, it's for everybody. And I just feel like it's just not received maybe the way I would like it to be received. And that's probably what it is. That's where my frustration comes from. It's just like, you don't see this, you know, when you want to choke somebody, you're like, you know. And I just can't respond like that to life, obviously. So I have to deal with my frustrations. Like right now, I'm just, you know, sitting here talking to y'all about this shit, and, you know, I'll forget about it in a couple, you know, a little bit, but I don't know. How have you guys been doing? I hope you were doing well. I actually, I have been busy, so busy that I have not been able to come live. So I guess it's a good thing that I had that moment of frustration, so I could come live and talk to y'all for a second, see how y'all doing, catch up with y'all. Because I know every time I go missing MIA for a long time, I come back and y'all's lives be like, girl, I need help. Help! And I'm like, shit, I can't go for too long. Hey, Aquarius Big West. How are you? I'm doing good, girl. Just trying to, you know, I was feeling some frustrations just now. Just dealing with some frustrations. So now I gotta like figure this whole thing called life out. You know what I'm saying? And it's never figured out, because it's always some new shit popping up. Like every day. Seriously. Girl, I need help for real. I'm glad I caught you online. I had missed a lot of times. I know. So Jeff, what has been going on? So you said you're getting, are you getting hip surgery? So first, let's start there. Are you getting hip surgery? 1 and 2. Or is it just like a constant, you know, pain that you're not going to have to do anything about, or what? Like, what's going on with that? And I've been learning. So another thing that I've been learning a lot about, I've been learning a lot about this strawman theory, the whole sovereignty concept. So the last week or so, it's really picked up. A lot of information has come through to me, and my grandmother reached out to me and is asking me certain things. So now I think the information that I've been learning, I'm going to be able to pass this on to her, and then she's going to be able to use it so she can, because my grandmother, I'm pretty sure she'll be able to like prove her status as it relates to her ethnicity and her nationality, which would make it easy for everybody else to do the same, you know. But anyway, I'm just, life is life, and baby. But I'm still enjoying it though. Of course, sometimes I'm like, oh, but you know, I'm feeling good. Let's see. So I'm glad I caught you. I had it 2 years ago on November 15th. Is yearly checkup. Oh, okay. Yeah, the yearly checkup. Sheesh, man, that hip stuff. Sheesh. I don't know. I know my mother-in-law was dealing with that. Like, I think she had a hip issue for a long time too. So, and she definitely, yeah, I think she ended up having like a surgery or something, like a hip surgery and stuff like that. Maybe a couple, honestly. So, you know, it just kind of makes you think like, okay, what do I need to do to kind of like do the best that I can to take the best care of myself. And that way, when I get older, hopefully I will have not as many concerns as I grow older, but sheesh, it probably don't even matter, honestly. Probably just the air quality itself just be fucking us up, you know? So anyway, I am just excited to continue to be living life. That's all I got. Honestly, it's not about monetary stuff. It's not about money. It's not about any of those things. It's literally just about living life and, you know, breathing every day. I'm cool with that, you know? Like, I think it's pretty cool to be to be here every day. And of course, I even had recently, so I had another back spasm. Boy, my back has been tearing up, ain't it? I had another back spasm. I was like, ah, my back. So yeah, that was interesting. Let's see. Let's rename this page. Yes, this is going to be radio frequency. Sheesh. Just bear with me. I'm actually working on a page right now, a little website, so just making some edits to this page. All right, hopefully that'll be good for the moment. Let's move forward in setting up the next page. So I don't know. Do you guys want? Nah, I'm not doing readings. I can do though. It's gonna be funny. Not readings, but like, well, I don't know. Yeah, let me just keep that to myself. Oh, thanks, Crisco. How you doing? How are you, Crisco? Crisco. 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 Okay, let me stop. Do you guys do that? I do that all the time, like just making random songs about random shit. Pizza in a movie, I don't know, it depends. It depends on the company. If you got a bad attitude, then fuck no. You know, I'd be so interested. This is a very interesting thing. Like when when you deal with a dude who got a worse attitude than you, it's really like, ooh, child, listen, because I be cool. Let me tell you about me. Like, I'm cool, baby. I'm straight cool. Like, I am a chill ass person. It's just interesting to deal with a dude who has a worse attitude than me. And I'd be like, sir, like, I just don't know about your attitude. Like, I really feel like we're gonna have to discover what's wrong with you. We really gonna have to discover what's your problem. Why are you upset with life right now? Like, what is your problem? You know? Okay, Gino's not like that most of the time. Only recently though, like, cause okay, so he comes over to my house. Like, I finally invited him over to my house, right? Cause he hadn't like been over there. So I finally invited him over, and we were just chilling, talking, reading, taking a couple drinks or whatever. But I told him I'm tired. So like when you come over here, like low-key, I'm gonna be half asleep, you know? So then I was like falling asleep, and so he asked me, well, do you want me to go? And I was like, well, yeah, so I can go to sleep, right? So he got mad at me. Like, he legit got mad at me. And I was like, what are you doing? Like, why are you upset with me? I told you I was really tired. And we chilled for a little bit. Like, what is going on? Anyway, that I'm not talking about Gino though, because Gino really generally he's usually like really just chill as fuck. But I have met some guys who just literally just be upset at anything, and it's just like, what is your problem? Like, you need to chill out. Like, you need to go fucking relax. Like, go smoke some weed or something, because what is wrong with you? Go smoke some weed and sit down, like, somewhere, because this is ridiculous. All right. I don't know. I mean, I think it depends, though. You know, like, I'm not trippy on certain things, I don't know. I think it depends. I think it really depends. It really depends on the situation, the scenario, the person, what we like normally do. If you think that's going to be like our weekly, like our everyday hangout thing, then I think that I probably have a problem with, because like let's not be too comfortable all the time. Like we need to, you know what I'm saying? Like you can splurge a little bit. Like stop playing, okay? Because like when you want to go and the drop of a hat and buy a new PlayStation 2, okay, or a new what's the new PlayStation? New PlayStation 5 or a new PlayStation 6. You drop the money, okay? So let's not pretend, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's not pretend that you can't splurge when you wanna, you know? So yeah, make me one of those things that you wanna splurge on. Let's talk about that, okay? We have only 2 months left. What do you mean? Wait, what? Only 2 months? For what? Tell me, goddammit, what? Don't come over here and tell me, we got 2 months. Like, what? 2 months for what? For what? For the year? Oh, yeah, you're right. You spot on. You got that right. Correct. You are on time. Oh my goodness. Hey. And listen, we've got 2 months left, right? But this year thus far has been, woo, it has been a lot, honey. And listen, oh, so much to talk about. Since the last time I was here with you guys, there has been the No Kings rallies. I'm gonna call them rallies because we all know that when they was out there, it was millions of people out there, but it was a rally. Okay, it looked more like a parade to me. It looked very much like a very full parade. Okay, it didn't seem very much like no protesting. It didn't seem very much like no type of we need to seek change and justice in life. It just very much seemed like this is a party. We're gonna have some fun. These motherfuckers was singing "We Are the World," "We Are the World," "We Are the Children." Okay, we're the ones to make a better day, so let's start living. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our whole lives. It was crazy to me to see that, okay? And I'm not gonna lie to you. I was definitely on the sidelines critiquing like a motherfucker, okay? I was definitely judging, okay? But, you know, being, being that I'm just, you know, I'm focused on other things right now. I can't complain too much, but also I can a little bit. And I can tell you that they're not going to take care. They're not going to get shit done like that. Okay. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. But you know, that has happened since the last time I spoke with y'all. Okay. What else has happened? Okay. There has been many, many things that have occurred. Okay. And I'm trying to remember them all. Okay. Apparently, okay, November social services are getting cut off. Okay, so so everybody's on TikTok crying about, you know, like, what are we gonna do for Thanksgiving, this and that. Okay, no EBT. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. There's no EBT. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So what journalist was fired? Tell me about that. Update me there, because I don't know what that's about. Oh, we talking about there was somebody on a Tonight Show or something like that that got fired for saying something about, you know, whatever the fuck's going on with Trump. It is just like, y'all are crazy to do that. Oh, just Charlie Kirk? Have we talked about the Charlie Kirk death and shooting and the fact that Candace Owens has basically gone on her own independent investigation of this whole thing? Okay. Yeah, so there's that. Okay. What else has happened? So many things have occurred since I've last been here with you guys. There's no EBT in Montana as of right now or ever. What? They say y'all too close to the border. Y'all could just go to Canada and get some food. I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry. That's not funny. It's really not funny, but also it's like, are you fucking serious? To me, I think it's just all of this stuff is just so crazy that it just doesn't make any sense. It's laughable because it's so outrageous that it's laughable. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's literally how I feel about it. Not that it's a funny situation or that I like it's funny that these are things are happening, but more so that it's just like, this is so outrageous that you can't do nothing but laugh at this shit. Like, what can we do? We laugh to keep from crying, you know? It's just crazy. Like, the whole thing of it all is just like, wow. Like, and at the same, in the same token, okay, these people are saying, okay, we're cutting food stamps for November, but in the meantime, they're building $1 billion dance hall at the White House. I just think we got our priorities a little mixed up. I think we got, you know what I mean? I think we got our priorities in the wrong place. Okay, definitely. So, you know, but this goes to show you, though, how certain groups of people really see the rest of the world. It's like they don't matter. Like, to the point where they're willing to cut off people's food stamps and EBT simply for their own philandering and for their own ability to like play around with money. And I just think that's crazy. Like, you're willing to let people go hungry so that you can get on a yacht or go into a ballroom, you know, $1 billion ballroom. I think that is crazy. I think that is absolutely, I mean, so many thoughts come out, like heartless, you know, evil, all of those words, okay, come up. And it's just very interesting, you know. So yeah, those are some things for sure that we definitely have not discussed. And I want to know how you guys are doing out there. You know, how are you faring? Yeah, for their own pockets, to line their own pockets. And that's exactly what they're doing too. So they're willing to let people go hungry so that they can make investments and, you know, get the profits from those investments. And that's what they're doing. Like, and that is just like, wow. Like, but you know something? There's a group of people out there that literally voted for this situation. And so it's not only something that people like myself and you have to just deal with, but it's a lesson that they have to learn. And it's unfortunate that they have to learn this lesson on everybody else's backs, you know, that like, that's just fucking crazy. Whew. It's amazing. Amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Corey Babe says, so I don't blame people for stealing. Well, hey, listen, look. He said he was cutting the food stamps off, so now they're out there robbing shit. All of this is just, woo, child. It is a lot to think about and deal with, isn't it? Ooh, child. Isn't that, it's so much. But, you know, praise him. Praise him. Okay, that's all I got. That's really all I got. I just, oof, child. That's a lot. A very lot. Okay, so yeah, so those are some of the things that have gone on in current events. I don't know how you guys are faring with this during this time. You know, how are you guys doing? Aquarius Babe West, she said we got 2 months left. What else though? What's going on? Like, what's going on in life, child? Are you okay over there? Personally, like I said, I was just dealing with some frustrations, personal frustrations, and kind of sharing that with you guys about just, you know, just simple stuff, not really anything too major. But yeah, it's a lot literally going on out here. So my suggestions for everybody is, you know, as we get closer, by the way, and closer to people getting hungrier, I need y'all to get somewhere safe, okay? So like, that's what you gotta know. When people start getting hungry, they start getting violent, okay? And listen, for me personally, this is why I like fasting. You know, I believe in fasting and stuff like that. One is because, you know, it also teaches you discipline and how to deal with hunger. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of people who have never fasted a day in their goddamn lives, okay? So they're not gonna know how to deal, okay? And the moment they get hungry enough, it's about to go down. Okay. this little rally they did recently, which was the No Kings rally, because that's what it really was. It was a rally. It wasn't no fucking, it was a fucking parade, basically. They were talking about getting bounce houses. I'm like, a bounce house for a protest is crazy. Like, what are we doing, people? But anyway, that was, you know, that was like the calm before the storm, if you will, right? Now people are really going to start understanding what Black people have been dealing with for quite a while. You know, shit that would cause you to have to be hungry is what Black people have been dealing with the whole time. So, you know, it's just going to be interesting to see the rest of these people having to deal with the same stuff that Black people have been dealing with, and see how they're going to respond. And I promise you, ain't going to be half as graceful as Black people have been. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. And I hope you guys are still here. But, you know, what I was saying was, listen, the United States of America is about to have a rude fucking awakening, okay? The US of A is about to have a rude fucking awakening, because I promise you, these white people are not going to know what to do. They're not going to act like Black people have been able to behave. Like, Black people have been graceful as hell. Overall, with all the oppression, all the injustice that the Black community has had to deal with, they have been graceful as all get the fuck out. Okay, these white people is about to act a plumb fool. Okay, and hey, black folks, listen to me now. Sit back, get somewhere safe, sit down and shut up. Okay, sit down and shut up. Okay. Because at the end of the day, a fool at some point has to learn his own fucking lessons. And that's what's going on here. And y'all ain't no goddamn saviors. Just make sure you're okay. Make sure your kids are okay. Make sure y'all are safe, making safe choices. You know what type of climate it is. It's about to be, you know, the crime rate gonna go up. All kind of little acts of violence and shit like that gonna go up. So stay safe. Keep yourself, you don't need to be all out there in the streets all the time. You don't need to be in the streets all the time. About to be winter anyway, so go sit the fuck down. Okay, you know how to make your winter foods. Get your goddamn beans. Make sure you got a bunch of beans and rice. Okay, beans, rice. Shit, what else we do for the winter months? Make food stretch. Well, beans and rice is my go-to, honestly. I ain't gonna lie. I always got a stack of beans in there. I always got a stack of beans in the cabinet. Seriously. Another thing about beans is you can grow them. So like you can put some beans in some soil and they'll start growing. I mean, it might take a little while though, but you know, you can grow them. Also, you can grow cabbage in the wintertime. So like even when it's cold, you can grow cabbages. And I think collard greens grow in the cold too, in cold climates. So just so you know, right? Like if you have to get out there and put some seeds in the ground and start growing something, then know that those couple things are really good. Kale, I think, also grows well in cold climate. But yeah, some beans, rice, cornbread, and a little bit of sugar. Okay. People in the South don't believe, man, shut up, okay? Listen, put some sugar in there. All right, you're gonna be good. Yeah, listen, I live in Florida, and just like a week or two ago, we had a chill down. We not used to getting chilly in October. It usually don't get chilly until damn. Calling me. Hold on, son. Yeah, so it usually don't get cold for us down here until damn near January. So it got a little chilly within the last week or so, which I thought was very strange. But hey, listen. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Good. 20 inches of snow already? See, that's why. Like, listen, it got a little chilly for us within the last 2 weeks. We normally don't receive any chill until like January, damn near January, like, right? Okay, good. So So the fact that we got some chill already in October lets me know it's going to be a cold winter. It's going to be a cold winter. So like I said, beans, rice, cornbread. Okay, get yourself some flour. Make sure you got some flour in the cabinet. Okay, flour is cheap. That's what I'm talking about, like stuff that's affordable. Okay, flour, beans, rice. You know, at Sam's Club, they got those big 17-pound bags of rice that you can buy. You know, you buy it one time and I promise you it'll last you for a good while. Okay, what else can you get? See, it's a wonder why I even know that. Honestly, I've been in tropical weather for pretty much most of my life, so I don't even have to have a repertoire of like those winter cold meals, but it's good to know them though, because usually they're very affordable meals, right? But I know those for sure. And then I'm trying to think of like what else you can make. Like chili is super affordable. Usually, well, chili is usually affordable to make. Whatever's really affordable to make. Honestly, for me, I think this winter is probably going to be, I'm going to probably end up going back vegan though, because then that means that I'm going to be just eating my, you know, my perishables, fruits, vegetables, potatoes. Keeping potatoes in stock is going to be easy to do. Another thing is potatoes grow underground. So really, if you want to get like a big container, all you got to do is chop up 2 potatoes, 3 potatoes, 4 potatoes, and put them in the soil. And they will, it will, like 1 potato will grow you like 20 potatoes, maybe even more than that. So like things that can propagate like in abundance, you want to have those. So like potatoes for sure, they propagate in abundance. Even if you have potatoes in the cabinet that have those little spores on them, as long as they're not like those black moldy spots, then you can take those, chop them up and put them in soil and they will grow, and they will grow lots of produce for you. So, you know, I'm trying to give you guys kind of ideas that can help you to have food throughout the winter, because it's going to be a cold fucking winter. And I don't just mean the temperature. I just mean that the climate that we are currently in is going to be a fucking cold winter. But the thing about it is, this is going to be one of the most necessary cold winters that we experience, because these people got to learn. And it's just, that's just the nature of the beast, unfortunately. Unfortunately, that's just the nature of the beast. They got to learn. Oh, the foamers. Yes. Okay. So like ginger, also ginger and garlic. So ginger grows very similar to how potatoes grow. They grow underground. Now I'm trying to think of what else like grows in abundance. Like all you need is like one little thing and it grows in abundance. Ginger, potatoes, ginger, those, they grow like that. Garlic too. I'm trying to think. I think strawberries might be. Now, I don't think strawberries are really good in cold weather. I don't know. I don't know how it does in cold weather. It might do okay, but I don't know for sure. But I know that they grow pretty well. And I think they grow fast. I think strawberries grow pretty fast. So I'm just kind of going off at the top of my head right now. And I'm not really fully well remembering, and I'm not remembering everything, but just a couple of things that, you know, can help out somebody. Potato, listen, you can do all kinds of stuff with potatoes. You can mash them, you can bake them, you can make potato salad with potatoes. What else can you do? You can make some fried potatoes if you want. You can make those stuffed potatoes. You know what I'm saying? Stuffed potatoes is like where you bake the potato, right, and then you stuff it with whatever you want, like vegetables and meat and stuff like that. Oh yeah, strawberries grow super fast. Okay, perfect. Mushrooms. Oh yes, mushrooms. So yeah, stuffed potatoes, those are great. And I think I don't know. I'm drawing a blank, but the fact that potatoes grow in such large quantity is probably one of the reasons why you would want to grow potatoes, you know, because they grow so many, and you know, with just like one or two propagations of one or two not strawberries, but potatoes. So, you know, I'm just trying to think of things that, you know, can be useful throughout this winter time, because listen, they didn't put us in a bind, y'all. They didn't put us in a bind, okay? And it is what it is. They're gonna have to see. And after reality, though, I don't think they're gonna get past the winter. I don't think they're gonna get past the full winter before they are ready to storm the Capitol. I don't think they're gonna get through a full winter. They're not gonna make it, baby. I'm telling you, they're not gonna make it. Listen, they cannot make it under the environment that Black people have been made to live under. I'm telling you now. And so they're gonna have to storm the Capitol. They're gonna be storming the Capitol like, oh nah, you got me messed up, right? But this is necessary for them to do, because the reality is, you know, you can't wish, you shouldn't be willing to issue or dish something out that you wouldn't be willing to receive yourself. And that's exactly what they did. They wanted to dish something out that they would not be willing to receive for themselves. And so here we go. All right. Black people, we know how to survive through this type of climate and through this type of political climate. We know how to get through this easy. Easy. It's cakewalk for us, right? For them, they're going to lose their fucking minds. I'm telling you now. They already lost half their mind now. They already lost half their mind. Right now, they over there driving. They are not happy. But the reality is, hey, listen, you can't wish something for someone else that you would not be willing to receive for yourself. And that's the mistake that they made. And that's why they're going to sit there in this until they fix it. So, okay. So I think that's the same video. Yep. Same video. Okay. So I think that's all I got for now. So mushrooms grow strawberries fast. Okay. House tomatoes grow a lot. Okay, good. House tomatoes. And then of course, so you have like your basic herbs that you can have, like your thyme, your rosemary, your basil, you know, those things can grow inside. Onions even. And I think you can start growing cabbage inside as well, and green onions. So those are things that literally, when you go to the store and you get those items, the shavings from them, the leftovers from them, you can propagate from those. So if you need to, like if you're on a budget and you're like, girl, I can't go and buy these seeds or whatever, then, you know, when you go to the store and when you get that cabbage, when you know that hard piece in the cabbage, you can take that and you can put it into some water and it'll start growing roots. It'll start to root. And what else? What else is there? Green onions. So green onions, you know, you can cut the green onion top part off, and then you can take the little root part and put that in some soil or in some water and let that grow also. And I think onions, the same thing. Avocados, you can take the seed and put it in some water and it'll start to grow some roots. But I mean, some of these are the cabbage though grows really quickly. So the cabbage actually, once it starts to root, you put it in some soil and it starts growing pretty fast. So that's something that you can grow pretty quickly, is some cabbage. What else? The green onions, the cabbage, they will propagate pretty fast. Yeah, I need to look at stuff that has like a short growth cycle that you can grow really fast. Cause you know, those are things you can, if you've got like a little patio, you know, just put it on the patio and let it grow. Just make sure the raccoons are savages, okay? The goddamn raccoons. Listen, one time I just put like a tray of seeds out there and the raccoons came and literally destroyed the whole thing. So yeah, just be mindful of that. The raccoons are savages, okay? Seriously, they are. Okay, yeah, so Jeff is saying onions, no thanks. Nah! What do you mean no thanks? Listen, onions are great for seasoning food. Like, you don't have to like just eat an onion like that, you know. It's for seasoning the food. You don't want it anyway. You still don't want it. Like, no, I said no thanks. No problemo, Jeff. No onions for you. Okay, fine. So let's see. So Girl, I know the feeling. So no big deal. Okay, so this is Plated Skin Science. And all we need to do is put that little link up there, right? Is that what I'm calling it? Plated Skin Science? Plated. All right, so let's just make a link for this. Onions make me bleed. What? What do you mean by that? Like, please help me understand. I am what? Oh my goodness, that is tragic. No, then no onions for sure. Right? Like, no, forget the onions, okay? No onions for Jeff, okay? That's on your allergy list, okay? Oh my goodness, that's terrible. What is this, the microsite? Okay, so let's make this skin boosters. So skin tightening, is that what we're gonna do? Yes, let's do the skin tightening page. We'll make this one that. Oh my goodness, they make you bleed? Oh my God. Oh my goodness, that's terrible. Nope, no onions. Clear, gotcha. Do you respond to garlic like that too? No onions, I got it. No big deal, no onions. So anyway, yeah, the political climate has everybody on edge, okay? Furthermore, what else was there? Oh my goodness, there's been so many things, and it's so crazy because like, I just saw something last night that was like so crazy that it was like, what the fuck? And I can't remember it. Oh my goodness. Oh, you can eat garlic. Okay. Well, no onion juice, no problem. No onion juice. No onions or onion juice, no problem. We don't need just random bleeding happening from Jeff. No. We just don't need to do that. Not at all. Well, it's fine. We can do without the onions for you, okay? Let's see here. What are we looking for? Right here. Okay, now let's add a video here. So, yeah. Anyway, I don't know what else. What else is there? I mean, there's so... Oh, let me see if I can get my iPad. Hold on, y'all. Because I'm trying to think of, like, what was it? Somebody was talking about something yesterday, and I was like, oh, my goodness. Like, that is crazy. Crazy. Crazy stuff has been going on, and it's just literally, like... What the F is going on in the world? And we know what's going on. I mean, there's an overall shift in frequency between, you know, the original people, the Aboriginal people, and that shift is stirring up all sorts of stuff while the current structure seeks to maintain its grip and control. It's going to have to release that grip. And it doesn't want to release that grip. And so as the realization continues to mirror that the control is being pried from their almost dead hands, they keep doing worse and worse shit. It's like they're going to keep doing dumber and dumber shit just to try to, you know what I mean? Just to try to keep the structure the way they want to keep it, but it's just not going to work. It's just not going to work. So, but in the meantime, it gets worse before it gets better type vibe, you know? and then we have to continue to look at the whole system and dismantle the system little bit by little bit, but it's going to take time because it took a long time for us to get here, right? It will take a little time, you know, and of course there will be some losses, you know, during that time, but unfortunately, we let it get this bad. So we have to deal with the process of it reversing. So, you know, that's what we're dealing with. That's what we're witnessing. That's what we're dealing with. Oh my goodness, yeah, you have to. If onions cause you to bleed, yeah, you gotta stop doing that. That's crazy. So yeah, anyhow, you know, life has been good. It's been a lot of changes that have occurred personally in my life, and I'm like, every day I'm working towards, you know, just getting stabilized in my current existence. I'm thinking about moving again because I found a better place that looks nicer. So, you know how that goes. So, I'm trying to decide about those things there. Just little day-to-day shit, you know. While also trying to just regain my life. You know, the thing about it is, me and Gino were together for so very long. You know, like my whole way of living was based on that connection and that relationship and how we operated together. So now, operating by myself, I'm just working it out, you know. I don't feel bad. I don't feel like I'm, you know, I mean, there's it's just a curve, you know, there's just a time frame that you're using to stabilize and things like that. So it's just life, you know. I've been enjoying my sleep. I'll tell you, that's probably the best part. Getting a full night's rest, even though I still generally don't get a full night's rest because I just don't. It's just not how I sleep, but sometimes I sleep for quite a long time. Sometimes I do sleep for quite a while. Like, you've been sleeping for a long time. Yeah, I'm tired. That's why. Yeah, I'm gonna get my beauty rest. Thanks. So you weren't a renter and you weren't happy? Why? Because you had to wait, what? What's going on? So yeah, you know, there's life there in the process of like changing the way that you live and stuff like that. It's a process. You know, it's a day-to-day thing. Okay, now let's see if I can go and find. Yeah. Shoot, you know what? Don't bones get worse when it's in the cold weather? Like, you probably need warm weather, like warm climate, because cold weather, I think, is bad for bones, isn't it? That's all I've been like gathering, like, you know, like with the elderly or older people, with older people, that's what I've been gathering. I've been gathering that the cold weather is just not it. It's not where it's at. It's just not where it's at. So let's go back. This is by the date, so yeah, cold is bad for bones. I think so. I really think so. So getting sleep has been good though, I'll say that much. Yeah, getting sleep has been great. I'm rested, y'all. Rested. And of course, I have, you know, stressors and things that stress me, but it's just not the same type of stress. I think the stress is just different, right? When you are like alone versus when you're with somebody in a relationship, it's just, the stress is just totally different. Capital shopping. Okay, I need to find that website for... Plastica. Nope, not that one. Nope. Bear with me 1 second while I find this website. I need to find it. Shepa. No, 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 not that, not that. Bella, is it Bella? Is it Bella? No. I was gonna work with this client that I worked with before, but they're just so fucking disorganized as a business, like and they're older, like they're older people, right? And they're just so fucking disorganized. Like their whole business is just like everybody that I've known that worked with them all pretty much feel and say the same fucking thing. Like they just are disorganized. They don't have any structure. That, you know, they're just kind of basically winging it. And then it wouldn't be so bad if the wife didn't have a massive fucking attitude, right? Like a bad fucking attitude. But she is just the worst in that way. So I be damned. Listen, y'all not paying me enough money to deal with attitude plus disorganization. Absolutely not. So what I'm working on now is actually, is it Latisse? No. Skin Better. No. Chicago Aesthetics. It's that one. That's the one right there. I know it is. Go there. So anyway, I'm working on right now this is it. Exactly what I needed. Just kind of restructure. I had to restructure my business, right? And this is something that I've had to do for quite a while, but I just hadn't been able to do it because, you know, for a while, me and Gino were just constantly on it was a constant back and forth issue for whatever reason. I don't know, but you know, constantly on a day-to-day, it was just bullshit going on, right? Between the two of us. And so I just couldn't focus, you know, and you realize the things that take your focus away from what you should be doing. And, you know, that was one of them. So I'm pleased to kind of be able to kind of get myself back in focus on that regard. Okay, injectables. And then we're doing face and skin. So just make a whole new menu. Do that. Let's make a whole new menu. And then we can select what's supposed to go in there. So I'm trying to take care of my parents. I can't move now when they passed out. I'm out of Montana. Oh. Yeah, I get it. I understand. No, I get it. Cause you know, you have to be right there with them and for them. And that's a beautiful thing, honestly. It really is. You know, there's a lot of older people who don't have, like, their children are not there to take care of them. And I feel bad. Like, I'm in Florida, my mom's in California, you know, like, and like for my grandparents and stuff like that. So there's just a lot of those situations going on. And so it's such a blessing that you are, you know, able to be there for your parents. It's a blessing for your parents, right? You know, so I just want to say that. And, you know, that's something, you know, for me to just kind of think about for the future and prepare for that, you know. But I think right now, my focus is like, okay, well, if I focus on my finances, you know, that my thing is like, okay, if I become like a millionaire. If I can become a millionaire, then obviously I can set aside like certain, you know, lump sums of money to make sure that my parents have what they need. And then also because what I would like to do is just have them have their own like place, you know, and I don't want to like impede upon my parents' lives, you know, in a way where I'm like when my mom gets to a point where she's like can't take care of herself and she needs me to take care of her, I want to be present and taking care of her, but I don't want to be like, you have to do it this way or else. Like, I don't want to be like trying to rule her life, like right? Like, I don't want to be like remember that movie I Care a Lot or Care a Lot? Remember how they like basically took conservatorship of these older people and they were just like throwing them in these little rooms basically? I don't remember if that's how it went, but I just remember that it was like, it just didn't seem right. They were like taking all of their money and like giving them like $25. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't trying to do that. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know, I want to be able to just be there, but not like try to like control the narrative of how my parents live their lives once they get older. You know, it's like, that's crazy. Like, no, I'm your daughter. I'm not your overseer, I guess, or your ruler. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just just want to be your daughter. All right, so this is a navigation menu 2025. Yeah. Okay, perfection. So automatically primary menu, so display location, primary, set to primary, no. Add, auto add pages, automatically add new top level pages to this menu. Let's just create the menu. Yeah, stuff like that, yeah. You know, the way that life has been created and kind of like the way that life has been like operating, I just think this system is just a little fucked up, you know? It forces everybody to be by themselves and in isolation. And then, like, for me personally, isolation is not a bad thing for me. Like, I'm chill by myself. Like, I don't mind it. But there's a lot of people who go fucking crazy by themselves. Right? Like, I thrive in these types of environments, but other people might not so. Maybe not so much. So I think that the way the system has kind of like gotten has just, it's just a little, I don't know how I like it. So let's do face and skin. Add, let's just put this right quick. Oh yeah, mom has Alzheimer's, yeah. Injectables. Okay. There's a lot going on right now. And it's like, sometimes I feel responsible, like to the point where it's like, not responsible, but I do feel like I have a duty to like help. I don't know why I feel that responsibility. And I don't think it's a bad thing. Like, I just think that it's like, that's just something that I kind of feel. I don't think it's a terrible thing. I just think, you know, it is what it is. Fuck it. You know? I am how I am who I am. And a part of who I am wants to make the world better, you know? That's just kind of like part of who I am. It's just like, you know, we get to the point sometimes when we talk about some of these conversations and it's like people on the internet just take everything to like the worst possible case level of too much. It's like, take everything to the fucking extreme. Okay, every fucking thing. And it's just too much. It's like, goodness, you can't be a good person. You can't be a bad person. You might as well just not exist at this point. By the way, everybody critiques every fucking thing. It's just like, it's like being under a fucking microscope. It's like, bitch, like, do you not live life? Like, are you not alive as a person? Like, what is really going on here? Why are y'all like that? And I'm really starting to see that about people in general, especially in today's climate. But I still am going to appreciate things about myself that I love about me, you know? But good Lord, you know. Oh no! You heard she got married? So you didn't go, that's what you're saying. That's what I'm hearing. About, I don't know if she wanted the providers, but let's just put it there anyway. About, and then let's do that. Okay. And then do we want to do the blog or do we get that? Gallery specials, products. Looks like we got everything. So let's put providers and about, let's do about up top, and then for providers underneath about. Well, I guess injectables. What do we want to do? So we want to do, so we do Botox, dermal fillers, lip injections. Is that microneedling too? Or is microneedling under here? Okay, microneedling goes under face and skin. So let's put that now. So let's see. So microneedling. So let's put this Botox, microneedling, dermal fillers, lipo-dissolve injections, medical weight loss. Wait, let's do that. Skin rejuvenation, lipotropic injections. Okay, let's add those to the menu. And then these are underneath injectables. Derma fillers, lipo-dissolve injections. Laser skin rejuvenation is under face and skin. Microneedling is under skin. Lipotropic injections, are those underneath the injectables? Duh, it says injection. Let's see. Brow lashers, chemical peels. Okay, looks like we did a lot there. I'm so sorry, but look, I've got to get this website fixed up here. And so this is one of the websites that I've done before, but she wants to do, so first off, what we're doing now is we are doing updates to the current site, and then at the same time I'm going to be redesigning a new, so like a whole new redesign for a new site. This girl, I worked with her on this site I think back in 2023, and every time she needs anything done with the website, she comes to me, and you know, we do that and everything. So now we're going to do a completely new design website. So I'm excited about this. I think the new design is going to be like a different little feel than the current website, but the current website is so beautiful. It's really gorgeous. Like really, we did a good job on this one. But also one of the things that I do like is that the new design is going to be like a very like minimalist kind of design, and I've been wanting to like go in that direction anyway, so it's kind of good. I love when I get clients that kind of like align with something that I've been wanting to try. So like if I want to try a new minimalist design or whatever, then I usually, when I get a client that allows me to do that, I enjoy that process. So okay, IV therapy, does that go under body or what? Let's see. No. Wellness. So we got the IV therapy. Okay, so IV therapy, medical weight loss, all gonna go. Hormone therapy is gonna go under there too. So what about lab specimens and procurement? Oof. So what about labs? Where did that go? So we need to figure that out, because this one doesn't even have labs up there. And if we're mimicking that, we need, so what if I put like a miscellaneous or like all other services? That way she can kind of look at it and then tell me like where she wants those things to go. So all other services. And then let's put this up here and this over here. Okay, good. And then what else? So we got plenty of other stuff to add. So anyway, I hope that you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I am kind of, I guess, just going to continue the work and, you know, non-surgical BBL. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of continue to work and, you know, hormone therapy. Did we do skin rejuvenation? Yeah, we did. LED therapy, lipo injection, microdissolve, we did that one. Micro needling. No, we didn't do that, so we need to do that. Peptide therapy, PDO, PRP, vitamin injections, the non-surgical BBL. Is that the page? I hope so. Oh my God, these services have just like they have just expanded in so many ways, like the BBL culture and shit like that. Like they've got like a non-surgical version nowadays, you know? It's crazy. Skin tightening. Add that to menu. Yes! Thanks. Of course I remember you. What do you mean? LED therapy, where does that go? Light therapy. So peptide therapy goes under here. Oh, she's got to add a lot of these services on. So, okay, what if I... PRP hair restoration goes under injectables. Vitamin injections. Peptide therapy is wellness. So let's put that there. The microneedling, isn't that skin? Or face and skin? Yeah, I already got this one. Get this out of here. Delete. Okay. Vitamin injections, vitamin injectables. Do you want that underneath the injectables or do you want that underneath the health? Wellness. Okay, let's just do it. Hormone replacement. Okay, that's going to be under wellness. And then skin tightening is under skin and face. Oh, what's under the body section though? Under body is cellulite reduction, non-surgical body sculpting. So that would be like the non-surgical BBL. That would go here. Okay, non-surgical BBL goes underneath the body. LED light therapy, PDO threads. Where does that go? In face and skin, I think. I don't see it, and I need to do this in alphabetical order too. Oh my. Okay. I don't know what light therapy goes. LED light therapy. Let's go to the page itself. And let's see what it focuses on. Well, yeah. So, you know, me just working on life as usual, usually just trying to continue on with the, you know, daily improvements and all that good stuff. So yeah, LED light therapy, skin. Okay, so that's going to be under skin, face and skin. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie, I do want to just go lay down though right now. I'm so tired. But I can't. I have work to do. So much work to do. Ooh. But I do just want to go lay down and go to sleep. Gina will be like, what are you doing? Sleeping. That's what I'm doing. And you're disturbing it right now. I'm asleep. Okay, that's what your girl's doing. Okay, getting some beauty rest. Okay, I'm a sleepy girl. All right, let's see where PDO threads are. You know, one thing that I've noticed though, I will tell you this, because I've been doing a little bit of, I've been doing Ubering too. Because you know what happened was, for a little bit I had not been doing my marketing services, and then I was just like only doing my subleasing stuff. And so then one day I'm doing the Uber and I'm like, this is crazy, because like I make way more money doing my marketing. So I've decided to go back to my marketing, but while I'm, you know, getting new clients, I'm in between. So I'm still doing some Ubering and still doing some marketing. So I'm kind of in that space where I'm doing both right now until I get enough clients to wipe out the Uber altogether. Anyway, what I've been noticing is people who drink, they stink. Let me tell you, every time a person that has been drinking gets in my car, they stink so bad. And it's just like, now it has me thinking like, do I want to drink? Do I smell like that when I drink? So, whew, that's been a discovery. But it is what it is. I did have some alcohol yesterday. Gino came over and he brought some alcohol. And I think he came over maybe last week too or something. But anyway, last time he came, he brought some alcohol. I literally only drank like a couple sips. And last night he came and the same thing. I think I drank more yesterday though when he came, but I had a whole bunch of ice in my drink. But honestly, ever since I've been doing my Uber and people get in my car and they've been drinking and they smell so bad, like I just be like, I don't know if I want to drink. I don't know if I want to smell like that, you know? So that's an interesting discovery. Skin. Okay, so PDO threads is for skin. All right, I've been needing to do this, honestly, because I've been Ubering. I haven't been able to do this, but I needed to. Today, I'm like, nope, I'm going to the office. I just need to sit down and do this website, because it's a couple of edits that we're making to the current website while I'm also going to be working on the new website. So I think I just need to get a good flow for myself on like the times that I'm going to be doing this services until I have enough clients to just completely not do what's that thing I've been doing, Uber, right? Until I don't need to do that anymore. Okay, so that's that. Oh, am I missing stuff? I feel like I'm missing stuff. We got vitamin injections. Let's see what else we need here. Okay. But anyway. Okay, I think we got everything for now anyway. So let's get that about page, about the owner. Yeah, let's get those over here. Add. And then let's get this over here. She's so cute. She's like, I need to go to her to get some services, because I've been thinking about like doing the IV therapy stuff, you know? So I've been thinking about doing that. So I need to go, you know, have a consult with her and sit down and see what she can do for me. See what she can do for your girl. Because I think I need a little help. I think I need a little help, girl. Okay, I think I got everything that we have available on this website for the moment. So let's go ahead and save this menu. And then okay, good. So the menu is saved, and then the plated exosomes. So you're doing Uber. Wow. Here in Glasgow, Uber doesn't work here. Too small of a town. Nephew tried DoorDash. He's going back to his taking the phones. But yeah. Well, I mean, I live in a large enough place where it's fine. So, oh, what's this? But honestly, it's not really what I need to be doing at all. Like, it's really not what I should be doing, because it's just not enough. Like, at the end of the day, you know, the ends don't meet the way they should, you know? I mean, without you having to truly work way more than you should have to, right? So, but I've been doing it, you know, for daily cash. And then also, like I said, for a little while, I just wasn't sure what I wanted to do. And that really did help me kind of just stay busy while I was trying to figure things out. And now that I'm trying to get things, now that things are starting to formulate in my mind and my strategies are starting to come, you know, now that things are formulating, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this, this, and this, but I'm still doing that while I'm working those other things out. So, because I'll tell you, for a little bit, I was just like, what am I going to do? You know, like, what am I going to do? And to the point where, like, it was almost as if I was like starting from scratch, basically. But I really wasn't, just because I did have my subleasing. I do have my marketing company still up. Like, you know, I have these things still available, but I just wasn't fully invested in those things at those times. So it made me feel like I needed to, you know, like, it made me feel like I needed to do something more, something different, or whatever. I just had to figure some things out. And really, I didn't need to figure shit out. I had it all figured out to begin with. I just needed to get back to doing the things that were already figured out, you know? And sometimes that happens. Like, literally, sometimes you just get confused from life. And so you like, what do I need to do? And then you discover you already had the plans all together, you know, already. You just need to go back to doing what you were supposed to be doing, because you got distracted maybe, or you got off the plan, you know, you got off you got on to some other stuff and off of what you were supposed to be doing. And that's really what went down for me. I had already had all the infrastructures, everything already like doing what it's supposed to do. Here I am, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, what you been doing, nigga? Like, what are you talking about? You know? But life confuses me. Like, sometimes life confuses you in that way where you're just like, you know, and it's just like, really, you didn't need to do that. You didn't need to rediscover life. You already had it figured out. You just get back to doing what you're supposed to be doing. And then to build onto that, to scale those things, then of course you can figure those things out. But for a little bit, I needed some time to just figure it out. To figure out that I had certain things already figured out. Not everything figured out, but certain things I had pretty good. I had pretty good figuring on certain things, you know? So sometimes life just throws you for a loop and you're just like, oh, you forget all that you know for a second, you know, for just a second, you forget all that you already know. And that's the way that a cookie crumbles sometimes too. All right, let's see what we got here. What is this? Redness. Oh my goodness. I appreciate, thank you so much, Spirit. The current client that I'm working with, she has a med spa business, and so she works on various different things in med spas. They do stuff like skincare. They do like micro needling, you know, where they basically do like injections. They do Botox, fillers, all those things, right? She even has like IV therapy, where they put an IV in you to give you like vitamins and minerals that maybe you're low on or whatever. You know, when you go to the hospital and they give you like the saline, that's basically what she does, but it's for other, like, it's for kind of aesthetic and cosmetic purposes, right? Well, anyway, I was just looking at these pictures, and, you know, I was just looking at this right here, and I am just grateful, you know, because look at that. Oh my goodness. So this is what her service literally has done. It's, what a great difference. You see that? So that's crazy. Anyway, I was just noticing, I was just thinking, you know, being grateful that I don't have that specific issue, you know, or, you know, that's not something that I've had to deal with. But I know that there are people out there that do have, like, you know, to deal with that stuff. So I'm not trying to be rude or nothing, just, you know, noticed it and said thank you. Moving forward. Okay, let's see what else. Daily web description. So what am I doing here? Plated exosomes that I'm selling are calm exosomes, daily exosomes, intense exosomes. Website description. Okay, so these are the products. I'm assuming, yes, they are. So let's download these all. And then, yeah, well, sometimes the ends don't meet, you know what I mean? And doing this, and that's just not the way I'm trying to live my life, you know? Like, trying to figure it out, no. I already got it figured out, so go back to what you know. Go back to your basics, and then, you know, expand from there. Okay, do I have everything? Because I feel like it's not everything. Okay, so we do have a gallery. Let's look at the gallery. Let's see what that's all about. And this client also, like, so for instance, back in the day, like when I created her website, I created like all these additional extra pages because I knew that one day she would be like, I want to do that, right? Because back then she was like, oh, I don't want that. I don't want. I'm like, okay. And so she's like, you can delete that one. I never deleted it because I knew one day she would come back to me with like, I want a gallery. I got your gallery already built out, baby. I did that last time. Because I knew you was going to want a gallery. Okay. Because you're talking about, I don't want no gallery. Last time she didn't want no gallery. Now she wants a gallery. Okay. So I got a gallery already ready. Boom. So yeah, so we got the gallery. Great. Excelente. That's gallery 1. How many galleries do we have? Do we just have the one? Yeah, there's one. So I knew, you know what I mean? I knew. She was like, yeah, just delete that page. I'm like, There's a couple things. She was like, delete it. I ain't gonna need it. The shop, yep, the shop page, the gallery page, the price page, all of those pages. She's now like, I need these pages. Oh, okay. Glad I didn't delete them. Because I would be over here rebuilding new pages like this. And I had already built them before. So let's move forward and let's just pull these motherfuckers out the woodworks. Let's put them out the bag. All right, let's edit this title. Gallery. Update that. And then at the menu, we are going to click enter. Okay, so anyway, today I was kind of looking into learning some things about funding and stuff like that. At the end of the day, I'd be so much further along in my business if I had gotten gotten some funding, right? But I never did. Now I'm like, fuck what y'all talking about. Okay, whoever y'all is, I don't know who y'all really is right now, but you know, I'm just saying, whoever y'all is, okay, that was acting like, you know, funding, fuck you, okay? Because yes, I do. Absolutely, I do. So I'm going to go ahead and work on that in the future because who has time for all this slow stuff? No. Life be passing you by because life gonna pass. The time is going to pass anyway, right? That's what I know. Okay, we need to shop. Oh, the products. That's what she's going to have on a product page. Time is going to pass anyway, right? You either, I feel that while the time is passing, because it's going to pass anyway, you should be enjoying that time that passes. You should be, you know, getting as much out of that time that's passing that you can, you know, and whatever that is. Like maybe you're just not on that. Maybe you on a like, I'm on a flowing vibe, a flowing live vibe. Maybe you are on the off the grid vibe. Maybe you're on the I'm gonna be homeless vibe. That's fine. You know, whatever the vibe is for you. But make use of that time, you know, because the time is going to pass anyway. You might as well use it to the best of your capability. I'm not judging you on what you decide your time should be used for, you know. That's not my business. That's your business, right? But use it wisely, okay? Because that time will pass, and by the time when the time passes and then you come to a new time, then you're going to be like, man, I should have did this and this and this and this. Do it now. Just do it now. Don't, because let me tell you something. If it's something that you think that you might want to do right now, just do it now. Because later you're going to be like, I should have did that. Yes, you should have. You should have. So just do it now. What is this? Plated. Well, this is a cute little thing, but how the hell am I supposed to use that on the page? Oh yeah, this is super cute, but how the fuck am I supposed to put it on the site? Okay. Don't worry about it. You're gonna figure this out, girl. You're gonna figure this out, girl. Okay, so these are the products I'm assuming. Like, what are we doing here? What is this? Okay, these are good images. Great, great, great. I hate when clients like have bad pictures because it's like, girl, bad pictures make your website look bad. You know what I mean? Like, just know that. Like, know that bad pictures is gonna make your website look bad. Okay, so the pictures need to be good. Or I'm using stock images. I am not gonna build you a website with bad pictures. I won't. Sorry, we couldn't use that picture. It was pixelated. It was pixelated. We couldn't use it. What happened to such and such? Oh, that picture didn't work out. Okay, so the platelets, plated exosomes that I'm selling. So these are products. Wonderful. Calm web description. This is the product picture file that is provided in the description that can be used for the website. Okay. So for the moment, let's just put a link in the menu for the time being that will lead to, because what do we have up there right now? Let's see. Right now we have skincare, and that's gonna lead to Skin Better. Okay, so let's do that. Let's add that link back up here too for the moment. And this is skincare that leads to Skin Better. Let's go to that link and grab that link. Okay, cool. And then add that there. And then what are we putting for plated? What are we putting? Okay, we done with that. Let's come back over here and let's do this. Anyway, hope you guys are doing well. I'm just doing a little work. Honestly, I'm catching up on work right now because like I have like literally, it's been like 3 weeks since we first decided to start this and I haven't done nothing. So I was like, I can't let another week go by without doing this. So I had to come by today and do some stuff. So I've been working on this for a little while now and trying to catch up on that. That way the next time I talk to her, I'm like, oh, I did that, list off a whole bunch of shit that I did, you know? And then we can continue like little bit by little bit piecing together the new website, because that's what's really, I'm excited for doing the new website. But for the moment, we're gonna keep, like I'm just updating right now, I'm just updating her current website. And then monthly specials is going to the specials that so right now I'm just updating her current website, and then while I'm going to go ahead and start working on the new website design, that way she still has something up, you know what I mean? Like her current website will remain up while I am working on the new design. So we need the contact page up here, and then we can delete that. Okay, now we can delete this, and then blog. So we need a blog. Excuse me. I know I'm just blabbering right now, ain't I? I know. It's just blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. No parent. Nope. We don't need a parent. Not on this one. Ooh, child. Oh my goodness, what is going on with this page? This is not supposed to look like this. What is you doing, girl? Let me fix this page, because it ain't supposed to look like this. Let's give it some structure, honey. Yeah, this is a page. So she has a page on here where she like, you know, does monthly specials and things like that. And so every week, every month, like she'll go and update it. Yeah, let me go in. Let me add some structure to this page and, you know, fix that up for you. And then we need to do the, what was this for? The Virtue microneedling. So let's go to that one. This year was a sad year for me and lost 3 friends. Oh no! Put in a big chicken. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry about your friends. That is not fun at all. Yeah. You know, gives you a little bit of a, you know, puts things into kind of like a forefront of your mind about, you know, I'm just being grateful that you're, you know, still here, I guess, you know. Oh yeah, we gotta give this some structure. This is ridiculous. What are you doing? And where is this? Like, are we doing 2 or no? What are we doing? What are we doing? Girl. Okay, let's give this some structure because this is crazy. Like, what are we doing? I don't know. What this is driving me crazy to see this. It's like, oh my God. Like, who told you to do that? So it's like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this to ourselves? Let's get that 50%. Ugh, no. Oof. Okay, what about 70%? Let's see what that looks like. No, absolutely not. Not 70. That's not 700. That's what that was. Okay, so we don't need 700% for sure. Let's do 80%. You know what you need to do? You need to go ahead and separate this from this. No. Let's do this. Let's change the whole thing, the big, because this is crazy. Like, why do we have this looking like this? Who did this? You. No. Oh my goodness. You know what I'm interested about? I cannot wait to be able to get to the point where I'm like doing, you know how Super Bowl commercials are just like always funny as hell? I saw this commercial the other day. It was so funny and I just so enjoyed it. I can't remember. I think it was a cannabis commercial. It was a cannabis commercial and I was like, oh, I love it. So I was excited about that, seeing that commercial, because it reminds me of like all the good commercials over time. And I legit want to be a part of that process of creating like just funny ass commercials. Like one time there was this, me and my mom, we always laugh about this every time we get an opportunity to. It was the aromatherapy commercial. And I tell you, this motherfucker aromatherapy commercial is just timeless. This motherfucker is funny as hell. So they're like in a boardroom trying to figure out like what to do for like, to get people interested in renting cars. And I think it's Enterprise, right? They're like, what can we do? We need to, we need to ramp up business and, things like that. What should we do? And they're like, what about aromatherapy? And everybody's like, everybody flips to a vision of everybody, like 4 people driving in the car. So there's 2 people in the back seat, 2 people in the front seat. And so everybody's in the car and there's a aromatherapy candle in the car and everybody is knocked out sleeping. And then You can hear the car going doo 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 doo. You know how you drive on the highway, you drive on top. You know how you're on the highway and you drive over those bumps and, doo 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 doo, and everybody in the fucking car is knocked out. Like, I'm talking like dead sleep. So that's one of the funniest commercials like I think I've ever seen. Anyway, the commercial I saw the other day was pretty funny. It was pretty good. And I can't wait to like be making like $1 million commercials where we just simply just sit there and come up with some funny shit and just like on TV, just making funny shit happen on TV just because. So yeah, I'm excited about, you know, being a part of that process. Okay, got it. Girl, we need to like fix this though. This is not like, we don't need this. If it's just one, we just need one. Why do you have this over here like this? Where is the other one? Like, we just need one. Like, this is too much for me to see. So let's create a piece of, okay, let's do this. And then let's do that. And then let's do this. And then let's do this. And then let's do this. And let's put an image there. And then let's do this and pop that there. And then let's make this smaller because that's too fucking big. Like, we don't need it to be that fucking large. Why is it that big? Delete this shit. Good. And then let's make this the right size. 50% of the width, but then we need the shit in the center. There we go. Boom. Okay, good. Now this, we're gonna have to make some changes too because we need this to not be, the margins don't need to be on the top. So let's unlink it, and then on the top and the bottom, delete and delete. Boom. And then what's going on in this motherfucker right here? So why is there a fucking gap in this one? The top and the bottom, 90%. No, we don't need this at the top. Remove that. Boom. Got it. Okay, and then get rid of this shit. What is this? Like, why are we having this here? Boom. Good. All right. Much better. Much better. It's just basic. Like, not too much of a, you know, change, but enough of a change to notice that uneven shit that was going on there. It was driving me crazy. Okay. Wonderful. Cool. All right, let's get a preview. Let's see what's going on here. Let's go to the monthly specials. The last one was 85 years old, I think. What? Oh no. Oh, man. Yeah. That's a lot there. This is still not right. Like, why is this so big? This is not right. This has got to be changed. Why is this like this? Okay, so let's make this 100% then, because nobody has time for that. Why is it that big? Maybe I should do padding instead. Let's do padding. 200. And then 100. Oh, no, not at the top. We don't need anything at the top. We need it on the right and the left. Okay, that's better. Much better. That's what we're looking for. Oh, no. What happened? Okay, so do we want to keep it like that? Nope, we're going to do this. And then right here. Boom. Yep. That's it. That's it. That's what we needed right there. That's the way it needs to look because nobody has time for that other shit. What was going on with that? Who did that? Okay. All right, that's gonna have to work for now. Just leave it there and then move forward. Okay, so we've got the new menu created. We just did not publish it because we need to make sure that it is correct. And then what else? We need to put these products here, but these products, I don't know what the hell this is. She's trying to show me. So let's go ahead and let me see. Oh my, what is this? Serum? All right, we can come back and do this tomorrow. But in the meantime, yeah, I feel good about the menu. So we got the menu created. We made an edit to this page. So let's go ahead and document what we've done today. So today we did menu. Today is 10/25/25. So today we did the menu. We also created the microneedling page. We edited the monthly specials because that was completely disorganized, that page. I cannot deal with that. Like, why was that there? We also created a link for plated shop. What else did we do today? Let's see. We did create another page, but we did not edit that page yet. So what is that page? So the radio frequency, microneedling. Where is the page? The original one. I don't know. What is going on? You know what? Refresh. Do that. Refresh the page and then let's see what happens. The gallery. So we added that to the new menu. So and I know she wants this to change, but girl, what are we doing? Like, she wants to change the menu. Every time we talk, like every time we talk about the website, she wants to change the menu up. It's like, I want to change the menu again. Girl, every time she wants to change the menu up. Okay. Alrighty, so, all right, we're done with this page. We can close this out and then let's see what else we're doing. What are we doing? Radio frequency, why is this, where's the other one? Where is the other one? The skin tightening, we need to do that page too, but I have no idea what that service includes. So we need all the materials for that page. Okay, so let's look at this page real quick because what's happening here? It's 9:54, my God. It's you know what? I gotta say this, and I know that this might be, but listen, I know that there are a lot of situations where a lot of people are going through a difficult or do some sort of difficulty right now, and I get it. I understand it. I don't know, like, it's difficult to say collectively what should be done just because of the fact that, like, we all think differently, or we all have different experience, and we all have different knowledge. And so sometimes, like, I could tell you something and you just could potentially never pick it up because it's not a knowledge set or a base of knowledge that you have, right? And vice versa. So that I think is frustrating. But I think overall, like, I think we are going to figure this out. Like, I know it for sure. We're gonna figure this out. It's not gonna it's not gonna linger forever, never. It's not gonna do that, but it might take a little while, you know. Especially since we got a president for tentatively a 4-year sentence, okay? Okay, for 4 whole years we in the brig, y'all. For 4 whole years we are in this hellhole together. But you know, that's part of life, and I'm sure we'll figure it out. I get the sense that white people are just not gonna roll over on this one. You know, if they start getting hungry, they are definitely gonna be storming the Capitol for sure. And that's very interesting right there, because it just is. All right, let's look at the skin tightening thing, see what's going on here. Yeah, this page, this is the one that's designed, so you just need to get rid of that. And then, yeah, let's quick edit this one, get rid of that. Update. And then, oh, this is the skin tightening page. Oh yes, okay, so the skin tightening page is the one that we duplicated. Great, so now we have this one. So let's edit the whole page actually, because we need to. 7:55. Where do you live, on the West Coast? It's 9:50 here. 9:57 here. Where you live, Mountain Time? I didn't know that Montana was Mountain Time. What? Yes, publish. Montana, okay. Well, Hannah, Montana. Okay, so let's go back then. We are done with this for now. And then skin tightening, I don't have the details that I need for that page, so we are going to leave that there. So this is what we've done already. We done a bit today. So we did a good job today. So we can come back tomorrow and do whatever little extra stuff we need to do. Finish up tomorrow. We don't need to like press it because we did a decent amount today. We're gonna figure out adding those products there. All right, let's just send her an email and just let her know what we've done today. I need to get back to doing this like constant and consistently, like day, you know, this needs to be my day-to-day, my daily job, my daily efforts, because it's just better all around. But a girl is never too shy to, you know, do a little hard work when she needs to, okay? Just know that. And come on. Okay, here we go. Yes, thank you. So the plated is a product. Calm exosomes. So that's 1, 2, 3. So 3. So these are 3. Okay. Hey, love. Today, just getting around to making some edits. Today, I accomplished oh, and we need to add the, so I created the new menu. Okay, so we need that page. What was that? The oh, I'm just sitting here just quiet. I know, I'm so sorry. My goodness, I know. I know it's so boring to watch somebody like, you're just editing. I know, but you know, it kind of has to be done. So that's where we are with this all. So thank you so much for your support. You know, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate that. Okay, what else we got? Gallery. So we've already got a gallery. I've added the new gallery to the new navigation. Create a link related shop. Tomorrow, I'll work on adding the products to the page. To the website, I made the monthly specials page a bit more cohesive. I don't know, probably not cohesive because it was already. I made an edit to the page. How about that? I made a few minor edits to the monthly specials page. Got that. And then what else? Okay, what if I post the menu, but not... Just change it. Like, this is what she wants to do. She wants to change the whole thing, so just change it. Put it up there. And then let her figure that out. Like, let her make the decision that she wants to change it or something. So yeah, that way she can see it, and then you can get that out the way tonight. Okay. So let that happen. Yeah. Go ahead and do that now. So we're gonna update the menu. Let's see here. Yes, we want this to be the primary menu. Save. And then let's go to the website. The moment of truth is here. All right, let's see what it looks like. Uh-oh. Nope, yeah, no. Uh-oh, did I make some edits? Hold on, let me make sure I did the right thing. Okay, I'm gonna make this a primary also here. And then let's go over here and go to the website. Let's see what it looks like. This is a moment of truth. Oh my God. If your online friends can't stay to hero your company, you're thinking right. Let your clients pick and choose. Where he or she wants things. Yeah. Well, I mean, we already discussed. Oh my God, that is so ugly. She's not gonna like this. She is gonna be like, change it now, girl. This is ugly. Yeah, because it's ugly. It's definitely ugly. Okay, let me figure something out here because that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. It just ain't gonna work. So, okay, we need to make some changes ASAP. Let's see. What are we gonna do? All right, let's figure this out. I'm glad I looked at that because that was crazy. That was so crazy. Ooh, child, it's not gonna work. So what are we gonna do? Okay, we need to change the header. Period. Like, she's not gonna like this. I already know she's not gonna like it. So let's just go ahead and find the header that we need to do. Because, no, absolutely not. All right, let's. I don't like it, so she ain't gonna like it. We're not doing that. Like, the thing about it is that, right, yes, what the customer likes is important. But I also have to like my work too. I gotta like my work. If it looks ugly, I ain't doing that. That's not gonna work out. So let's go and figure out something else. Let's figure something else out, because that's not gonna work. And usually when it comes to, like, you know, that type of thing, if I'm putting my opinion above the customers, is more about like layout, design, flow. You know what I mean? It's stuff like that. It's the basic kind of design flow, like the basic concept of design, that is, something's wrong with it, and that's where I step in. So like, if a client has no concept of like because there are some clients who literally have no concept of cohesion and, you know, flow and all that stuff like that, I will override. If your concept of flow is in the middle of what looks good, then we're gonna have to work that out. You're gonna have to go ahead and get that, you know, we're not gonna do this. We're not doing that. Okay. All right, so let's just go ahead and figure this out today. But for the most part, for the most part, I let the client decide. But if it's something that just completely goes against design theory, oh no, we can't do that. Sorry, I'm gonna have to go ahead and just, you know, figure something else out. All right, let's see what this one looks like. It's just not it. All of them are ugly. What are we doing? What is happening here? It's because it's too many of these little things right here. So get rid of this one. Lab analysis and specimen procurement. Where does that need to go? And, oh, maybe you should put, that's what it is. Got it. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna go back here to the menu section, because that is terrible. This is terrible looking. Like, what the hell? We're not doing this. So we're actually gonna make a link called products. And then, wait. Why is it not showing? Oh, this is the one, that's why. Okay. All right, so let's add a link. Custom links, there it is. Okay. So we're just gonna put that, and we're gonna put products. That's gonna be the better one. Okay, so let's do that, and then that's under here is where these are gonna house themselves. Okay, how does that do? Okay, one more. We need to do one more, because this is just not gonna do. That right there, get rid of that. So the lab and specimen procurement, where is it gonna go? Body, injectables, face, about wellness. Let's do wellness. Okay, and then she can tell me if it goes there or not. And then we get rid of this guy right here, because it's just not gonna work. Much better, but she's still not gonna like that, but it's better than it was, because let me tell you, nobody's dealing with that shit. Okay, let's see what else we can do. Is there anything else we can do? About home injectables, contact, log, specials. No, that's good. All right, now let's see what other options for the header there are, just to play around and see what else there is. Oh, that one looks better. It's a little bit more petite. Let's see. That one, no, she's not. Well, I don't mind. We might like that one. We might like that one. I think we like this one better than anything. Except that it covers up the face and stuff. Oh, we're gonna go with this one. Wait a fucking minute now. Why does it keep changing? Like, what is this? I don't know. Motherfucker ain't supposed to change. So that one. Okay, that makes sense. It's just a little bit offset. I like this one, the white one. She doesn't like that one usually though, but the white one she might like now. We should show her that one and see if she likes it. Okay. This is this one. Yeah, let's try this one. All right, let's try that. Let's see what she thinks about that. And then I feel like this stuff up here has got to change somewhere. Like, this just doesn't give me the vibe that I would like to see. Okay. All right, guys. So I'm about to get in this car. It's time for me to go and drive drunk people around for a little bit. I actually kind of like it. I have fun. Sometimes I drive super fast and like scare people. So I got like 2 people gave me bad reviews who were like, she drives too fast. Don't get in my car talking shit. Do not get in my car talking shit. That's what I do know, okay? Because you're either going to get kicked out or I'm going to scare you. I'm going to frighten you, okay? So make a good choice, okay? Get in here respectfully, like you got some sense, all right? All right, let's see. Yeah, we're just going to leave it there for the moment. Let's come here. Okay, so guys, listen, this was not a tarot video. I know. It's been so long and I have not done any tarot. Oh my God, but your girl's been tired, okay? I've been working and doing all this stuff, trying to, reformulate my life, basically. Oof, this is ugly. We're not doing that. Get rid of it. Update it. Refresh right now. Okay, that's a little better. Although I don't think she's gonna like this one. We need to figure out if we can, let's see if we can, yeah, let's see if we can edit that. Let's see if we can edit that right now. I forgot what I was saying, sorry. But, I really want to learn how this process of like changing your status and stuff like that, because my grandma, she deserves that. Like, honestly, she's such a sweetheart. My grandma's such a sweetheart. She definitely deserves to be able to like live comfortably, and just, she definitely deserves that. She's such a sweetheart. Now, don't get me wrong, she will get on your ass, okay? Don't get me wrong, okay? She will get on your ass if she needs to, but, I feel like that's to be expected, honestly. Like, you can't expect to go around life doing dumb shit, acting stupid, being wrong, you know what I mean? Just being on some bullshit and expect that even sweet people won't get on your ass. Oh, no, a sweet person gonna get on your ass, okay, if you on some bullshit, but, only when need be. Okay, so don't start no stuff, won't be no stuff. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that. You gotta be careful nowadays too, because you know what, I recently something about a person who was on life support and the doctors took him off life support. So be careful in them hospitals. You know what I mean? Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. And in my opinion, we really, really, really have got to get back to being natural and healthy based on what we know of herbs and things like that of the earth. Because let me tell you something. If you have something that you can reverse, which is any disease. Now, obviously, if you need surgery and stuff like that, that's a whole different story, right? Like, that's a whole different story. But if you got any basic diseases that can be cured based on just not, you know, that can be cured based on just, you know, eating right, then we need to get there, okay? Because these doctors are, these doctors are on some bullshit. Okay. Yeah, these doctors, they own some BS. So we got to work on, you know, we got to be careful and mindful of that. Not to say, obviously, like I said, you know, if you need certain services, just, you know, you got to get what you got to get in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need surgery, you got to get the surgery, right? But, you know, if we have something that's preventable, then we need to be doing all that we can to prevent. Prevention, you know. Oh yeah, there is an herb book. I don't know what, I know there's a couple, but the one that I'm thinking of, yeah. Yeah, there's one that I'm thinking of that's like a really, really, really like massive book. Yeah, I think we should I think I'm gonna definitely have to get that. And I've been working on my own like book of concoctions that breaks down like the benefits of herbs as well as their metaphysical benefits as well. So yeah, for sure. Definitely have to do that. Okay, all right. I think she's gonna like that. Good. Let's see. She's not gonna like this part up here, but girl, look. We have to pick and choose our battles. We have to pick and choose our battles. So she's probably gonna say something about that, but let's see. The thing is, I've been working with her long enough to know like certain stuff. Like she's gonna say something about certain stuff. I already know. I am so tired. Honestly, I don't want to go out, but I'm gonna have to do it. Okay, let's see what's going on now. I want to burn a page in my apartment. Huh. Yeah. A few times I feel bad vibes. About what? Okay, so let's finish this email. And then since I've added the gallery to the navigation, need to know what images you want in the gallery. Okay. I created a new menu. Let's just delete that. Please inspect and let me know if any changes are needed. And I know she's going to say something about the email address and the phone number not being up there. I know that for sure. But sis, we had to make some sacrifices here, okay? Because otherwise this motherfucking menu is down here. So, I don't know. We're gonna see. Is it welcome or is it info? I think it's info. You know what? You should keep it up there because we already know she's gonna say something about this. Let's go back. So let's see, that is pretty good though. All right, I like it. I think it's good so far, but let us do one more thing. Here. Yeah, it's gonna be too far down. I know it, I know it. I need to see if I can make some edits to it. Okay, guys, so listen, yeah, you know, life has been lifing. It's been lifing and lifing, okay? I still haven't fixed my phone. I know, trust me. But bills, listen, so I moved, okay, into my own place. And so all of my bills have hit me at the same time, basically, okay? Like everything is like, I got like 2 electricity bills due, one for the office, one for the house, okay? And then the first bill, obviously, it was larger than any other bill. And then all sorts of shit out the blue. It's just like, girl. I'm not gonna say what I was about to, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it clean. Okay. Okay. So info at new remedy wellness.com and the phone numbers. Tap that in. And I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say, but you know, I'll say something quite outrageous. Yes, I was. Yes, I was. But I decided not to. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I think I don't know. I don't know how long that's gonna last, by the way. So let's see here. I need to unlink this, and then I want to create a source of negative flow up about 20. Whew. No, not negative 200, negative 20. Okay, that didn't work. So let's do this again. Let's do, oh, no, just stop it. Okay, from the top, we want to do a source of negative 20. Yeah, it looks like nothing happened, so. All right, let's try it here. So let's do negative 20. Yeah, it does nothing. It doesn't look like it's doing anything. Just leave it alone. That's what you need to do. You need to just leave it alone. Seriously. Just leave it alone. That's what you need to do. Yeah, just leave it alone. Seriously. Yeah, leave it the hell alone. Okay, let her decide if she wants that up there or not. Like, let it be there. Okay, that's good enough. As long as it doesn't look crazy, then you know, let her make those decisions. Okay, so I've added boom, boom, boom. I made a few minor edits to the computer. Please let me know if you need any adjustments to the edits that have been made. Sincere regards, and go. Okay, let's get the hell out of here, finally. Oh my god, it's so much. I need to edit the video. That's what I need to do tomorrow. Okay, so let's get out of here. And then, yeah, we're we're good to go. Let's get the hell out of here. Come on, come on, come on. Get up and let's go. I gotta take Jabrel's costume shopping tomorrow. He wants to go costume shopping. Never celebrate Halloween a day in our lives, and then all of a sudden one year, a couple of years ago, I was like, I'm taking the kids trick-or-treating. And I took them, and since then, I take them. Not to celebrate, but just so that my kids don't feel like they're missing out on life, you know? It's really what it is. Okay, let's go. Come on. Come on. I gotta be more careful when I'm leaving here. Okay, does anybody else do this? When I got to the bathroom, I drive home. Anyway, I was venting earlier, but you know, I want to say, you know, I thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you so much. You know, it's been a little while since I've talked with you guys, so I wanted to come and just kind of like tap in, see how everybody's doing, catch up, all that good stuff. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to say goodnight. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you can get notifications when I upload new videos. And certainly smash the like button. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.